What's going on, guys? It's me, Jiggly, and today I'm going to show you how to use a steam dynamo in thermal expansion. Stick around. Alright guys, welcome to the tutorial on steam dynamos. It's pretty brief, but it's pretty basic. It's a pretty basic machine piece, but it allows you to generate redstone flux, also known as RF, in thermal expansion. And real quick, first thing, you gotta know how to make it. So you need a redstone flux coil, or good lord, let me just show you on this way. The redstone transmission coil, some copper gears, copper ingots, depending on which mods you have installed. Of course, I have various ones, and a piece of redstone. And you're gonna get this steam dynamo thing here. And when you open it up, it's pretty fancy. You have a water. Let me use this one since it doesn't have. You have a water trap, and then you got your fuel here. Okay, this is what burns up, and I'll show you. It's what the steam generates, and then right here is where you store that RF. Now, what it's used for is powering machines in thermal expansion and in various other mods. Like if you're playing FTB, Tekkit, any of those, you can use it to power most all machinery. And so I'm going to use the redstone furnace this episode to show you. But if you're not sure how to use the redstone furnace, there's other tutorials, and maybe one day I will hopefully make one. So to get started, the first one's probably the best way to do it, if you can do it, is an aqueous accumulator, some type of water pump, and I'm using hardened fluid duct, and that's what's pumping the water in. And I do need to get some coal real quick. Let's just get a couple blocks of coal. That'll make it quick and easy. And let's just show how this works. So a block of coal is going to burn. It's creating steam, which is subsequently, it's loading it into here because I have it piped with a leadstone flux duct. Now there's various flux ducts in thermal expansion, but again, this is the easiest one to make probably, and the most basic for getting started, and that's what I'm focusing on right now. Is let's just say you're starting out. That burn time is incredible on a block of coal. So once this fills up, this buffer is going to fill up here, and it's almost there. Should be. Watch me escape out and watch it start filling up. Yeah. Just like I said. So that's going to fill that up, and it's going to store that energy. The other way to do it is you have to manually pipe water to it. So as you see, one bucket is 1000 MB. It takes 4 buckets of water. So you need an infinite water source like this right here. And you could do it that way. And you could see where the water's going to drain. See? And that's kind of the most pain in the rear with using the steam dynamo. It's highly recommended that you build an infinite water source to it. It doesn't take a lot, but it's highly recommended. And then we're powering it over. But you don't necessarily have to do that. You can simply just let me, gosh darn it, there we go. You can see how it's lit up now, because I gave it water and coal. It has to have both. If it runs out of water, it'll stop generating power. But you'll notice right here that it can sit right next to anything. But let's just say, so you need the crescent hammer if you want to move it, and that's in thermal expansion. Pretty easy to make. I suppose I could show how to make that real quick. Crescent. Let's just say hammer. Crescent hammer. Where are you at? Right here. Okay. Iron ingots and 110 ingot. Okay, so you could turn it. Well, maybe not like that. Let's put it down right here. Once it's on something and powering, you have to depower it. So you can turn it to angle whichever way you want, but you need your pipe to come off of the tip. So, and that's how you use this and generate power. And then essentially, as you can see here, it keeps it full. 60, because that only uses 20 RF per tick, and right here its power output maximum power is 80 RF per tick. Okay, so but it's burning it up, it's using it. It's sending it all to the redstone furnace, which is already smelted. And so the other thing you can do with these is augmentation. So 2 of them that you would use in this is to lower your fuel cost or to increase the amount of energy it puts out. So you can use one to do 2 times base, Now it'll put out up to 160. Now it can put out to 32. And now it can put out to 64 with a maximum output of 640 RF per tick. So what does that do for our power? Let's see. Do you remember? Look at that. It doesn't drain it. Remember how earlier it was draining it down? It couldn't keep up? Well, now it's not even a chore. Now it's not even a chore for it. And the next thing you can do is put this augment in. And I'm not going to go over how to make augments. It's in ENEI if you use it. But essentially, this increases the burn time. It reduces the amount of fuel consumed by up to 85%, which is super impressive. Super impressive. And then these will store RF as well, the flux duct. But again, we're not kind of going over that. So to recap what you're going to need to do, you're going to need your transmission coil, 3 copper ingots, 1 redstone, and 2 copper gears, which are super easy to make. It's 4 copper with an iron. An infinite water source with a bucket, so that you can continuously power your dynamo with water, or you're going to need to somehow pump water to the dynamo, which is the recommended way. So, yeah, that's the steam dynamo in a nutshell. It's one of the basics and easiest ones to make getting started in creating power, which is recommended for a pulverizer redstone furnace setup, so that you can double all your ores when out mining. Yeah, highly recommended until you can get to further advanced dynamos, or if you're using a big reactor mod or some other power mod. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been helpful, and yeah, let me know down below if it is. Please hit that subscribe button if you're not a member of this community. We've got Let's Plays, and we got mod tutorials going down. So, guys, thank you so much for watching, and take care.